So, Crimson here again, I guess. Sorry, I haven't recorded in a while. I got kind of upset when my Java series turned into a train wreck. But anyways, if you're wondering, hey, Crimson, are you really excited about the new Beeswarm update? Where, along with Beesmas on it, finally added an update to the game in literally 2 whole years of not adding any interesting updates? Yes, I am. Yes. It means Anna is back working on this game, and I'm really excited about it. And yay. So, basically, with this update, there's a lot of new stuff. A lot of new items, a lot of new boosts, a lot of new treats. There's the nectar pot, which is pretty cool. I've actually filled it up over the last few days with, like, hours and hours of comforting nectar. There's 18 hours in here, I swear. 18 hours and 30 minutes. So, I mean, it's blue pollen, and despite my name, I might like the crimson in Terraria, and I might like the crimson in Minecraft, but I'm not I actually am a blue beekeeper in Beeswarm Simulator. Oh, speaking of blue beekeepers, you'll notice that I actually changed my hive back to be blue again. That's because the pepper patch isn't that much better than the pine tree forest, and I like blue hives are better, so my hive is blue. Like really blue. The majority of my bees are blue. So, yeah, this is the thing now, but okay, good. Now that you understand all the new stuff about my world, bees. Now that you understand all the new stuff about my world, now it's time for you to understand the old stuff. No. Sorry, bad intro. So now that you understand the new stuff about my world, now I'm going to get into what this video really is about, which you probably already understood from the title. So a while ago, I released a video that said the 10 most expensive items in Beeswarm. And gosh, they were really expensive. Sorry, going to sneeze. No, I'm not. Whatever. Sneezes are weird. Okay. Yeah, so a while ago, I released a video that said the 10 most expensive items in Beeswarm. And they were expensive. But now, with this update, Onnet has added 3 more weapons into the game. And they are so much more expensive than everything else that they deserve just a class of their own. So I'm going to call them super weapons. 3 new, unique super weapons. Now, if the gummy boost costed 100 billion, honey, the worst super weapon costs 25 times more than that. The worst 2 super weapons cost 25 times more. So, I mean, you already know how much they cost. Now we're going to look at them, okay? So these 3 super tools, there's a white one, there's a blue one, and there's a red one. So first off, the red one. The Dark Scythe. The Dark Scythe apparently turns flames purple and makes them more powerful. But now, it doesn't actually say that this thing mines honey. It does. I don't have it, but I know that it does. From reading about it on the wiki. Beeswarm Simulator wiki is great, by the way. Check it out. No, this isn't a sponsor. You can think of it like a sponsor, though. I would like to sponsor Beeswarm Simulator wiki, which is weird because I don't like to sponsor anything. But Dark Scythe, which harvests flames to unlock their dark potential. And it's it's kind of insane. Like, look at this thing. It looks amazing. You need 250 wire LED quests to unlock. But you also need 2.5 trillion honey. That's insane. You also need a lot of wax. 100 hard wax, 50 caustic wax, 50 super smoothies, 200 stingers, etc. But that is too much honey, man. And basically what it does is okay, look. Sorry, their description isn't descriptive enough. I'm going to give a full-on description of what this thing does. Swiping through fields, blasting through the red flowers, summoning, yes, throwing flames everywhere, glowing with immense purple energy, harvesting every single flower in sight. I think I'm good at that skill. And yeah, that's basically what it does. So now, next up, we have my favorite one, the blue one, which you could probably already tell from adding to the blue HQ. Now, I guess Onnit got a little bored when he was making this, so he gave it a bad name, but to make up for it, gosh, this thing looks amazing. You might even think it's like a chandelier or something in their base. And it is called the Tide Popper. Sorry, runny nose. Sorry. I don't think it's COVID. I don't know. Can't catch it through screens. But it is called, yeah. It's bright blue. Yeah, and gosh, this thing looks amazing. And it is called the Tide Popper. Now, I'm not actually going to give my whole description on this thing for what it will do. Because the description that's here actually does a really good description. Does a really good job of describing this. So let me read it to you. Pierce through flowers and bubbles with torrential waves, revs up the more you pop, and then unleashes tidal waves in a violent surge. Splash balloons with tall waves to earn tide blessing. I believe, based on what I've heard, it's the worst super tool starting out, but it has the most potential. So those are the red and the blue ones. They both cost... So those are the red and the blue ones. They both cost the same amount of honey, and that is 2.5 trillion. But that's not the final one, because the white one costs more honey than them both. Because this is the final tool in the home simulator, the white super tool. Let me introduce you to... Please go forward a bit. The Gummy Baller! Oh, wow, look at that. It's literally glowing. 10 trillion honey. Man, like the other two were like 2.5 trillion honey and 2.5 trillion honey. See, the blue and the red, see, the red and the blue super tool were like 2.5 trillion honey. But this, the white super tool, is the final tool in beast form. It is the Gummy Baller, and it is 10 trillion honey. Like, what the heck? 10 trillion. That is 100 times more expensive than the gummy boots. It conjures up a delectable arsenal of gummy wrecking ball. And look, it's glowing. They make it very clear to you this is the final weapon in Beast Form. Look, it's glowing. And yes, the Gummy Baller is the final weapon, is the final tool in Beast Form Simulator. It conjures up a delectable arsenal of gummy wrecking balls. Bombard marks and honey tokens for massive gooey gains. By the way, Onnit actually also does a good job of, making a good description, so I was just reading his. But what is this? You swing it and there's just gummy wrecking balls everywhere? I used to imagine myself wielding, a pedal wand and just, throwing around a few little flower petals and having them land on the grass. Now I'm imagining myself with, this ultimate wrecking ball on a stick that's just tearing up our entire fields with its gumdrops. What is this thing? Let's look at the crafting ingredients. 1,500 glue, 2,500 gumdrops. That's the amount that it takes to make a gummy bee. Literally, a whole gummy bee egg goes into this thing. 50 caustic wax. Actually, that's not that expensive. Like, obviously, there'd be tons of gumdrops. 50 super smoothies and 5 turpentines. What is that crafting, man? Let's see if there's any tokens behind it. Because there were tokens next to these other two. Like, it used to be that the gummy boots were the most expensive thing. But these 3 final super tools are so much more expensive. The Dark Scythe, the Tide Popper, and best of all, the Gummy Baller. What is that? I can't get them, by the way. I have like 561 million. Which I know is more than last time. It's because I was like harvesting a lot when I was trying to collect a lot of nectar. But what is that? It's like a wave. I mean, like, the Dark Scythe and the Tide Popper were cool, but the Gummy Baller is insane. Why is it so darn expensive? Like, the gummy boots are 100 billion, honey. That's a 1/100th of that. Who actually has this thing? Like, it takes you like 6 years to get. But yeah, time to get killed by this jerk. Actually, Gummy Bear isn't the jerk. Gummy Bee is the jerk. Like, see this? He says all this stuff in the bottom right corner. Can't you see it too? He thinks that we're nice. He's assuming the best of us. And then his weird advisor, Gummy Bee, is all like, she's all like, no, I don't think so. I think you should kill them. See what is going on? So, I believe Gummy Bee is supposed to be the final antagonist. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure she's the final antagonist of the Gummy Bear thing. Well, I mean, Gummy Bear seems evil too, don't get me wrong. But I'm never getting those tools ever. I have like 18 hours and 30 minutes of nectar, so that's a great thing. But never, ever, ever getting those tools. Those tools are insane. What is this logic? But yes, forget about how insane it is. Those are the 3 final super weapons in Bee Swarm Simulator.